It said wire connection does not support this Facebook channel. Anybody from Facebook on? Let me see if it does. And hopefully it will. Not liking the way that looks, so I'm gonna kind of wait till I get some replies from Facebook and YouTube, because I'm running both of them, and get my guys to reply to me, and then I'll get things started. Got a lot to talk about, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it all in. And again, I'm gonna have to mark off a lot of this stuff too. I don't know why it takes so long. I did that today too when we were doing it. Anybody from, now you go, there you go, Christian. Now YouTube. What's up, guys? Get my YouTube guys to come. There you go. What's up, my brother? Short Porch Rep right there. And now I'll get it started. Start talking. I don't want to run them no hour and a half anymore. A lot of people don't engage, I guess, as much. I miss that all the time, but I do clean it up later. Guys, on Facebook, as you can see on YouTube, this is a badass app, and I get it for free. You can get it for free, but it's Prism, and you can download it onto your phone or your desktop on your computer, your laptop, I should say. So, and it's pretty badass. It's clear. I ran it today when we were doing compression testing, and I ran it. What's up, Trey? What's up, guys? I ran it today when I was doing compression testing at the field, and that's something that we're going to start doing, is compression testing after we hit. That way, you get the journey of how we're doing this and how fast these bats are breaking down. Now, I don't know how much that can actually tell you, because we're not swinging the same way you would swing it. So it would break down a little different than what you would be swinging it, because of the bat speed that all of my guys have. You know, I got 8 guys, 7 guys showing up. And then I have Murray, and I got Clem, and I got Charlie Mueller. Got high bat speed. You know, I'm in the middle there. Trey's in the middle top, somewhere around there. So everybody's got a different, we had Danny come out today. You'll see that video later on. I haven't cut it up yet, but Danny came out today, and he swung with us. He's got another different type of bat speed, and he's quick. He's not he's 50, 49, going to be 50 this year, next month. Very compact swing. Probably weighs about 170 pounds, probably. Tall, not tall, but 5'10", 5'11". And I played with him and against him 30 years ago, and a guy could hit the aluminum day bats, and he can hit him out with aluminum. Not a very big guy either, too. So he's gonna come out every once in a while, not a lot. The problem with doing this, and I talked to the guys today, is problem with doing what we're doing now. It's not like what we used to do. It's different now. Nobody can just get up and walk on and start hitting with us, and we were kind of limited in the past on how we would bring people in, and they'd have to be vetted. And just because we're doing a bunch of live, and I work for Short Porch now, so I can't have a lot of, I'm going to show you a bat later on, and basically it'll sum up what I'm talking about, why we can't do this anymore, about having just guys come in and just hit with us, especially on certain days. Now, there's going to be some days where we can do it, and then I'd have to put out, some, hey, you guys want to come by and do like a demo day, and just swing nothing but short porch. But that's in the future. Right now, before the end of the year, and again, I'll show you later on why we can't have that. We can't have just people coming in. And for one, I don't trust anybody, and especially with working for this company. We're gonna be doing a lot of not a lot. Christian does a lot of it too, is research and development. So when we're out there hitting and talking about the performance on bats, and I don't know if that, I'm going to kind of play it by ear on that research and development, if it's going to get out there, because in the past 15 years, I would have bats come in. Just recently, about 3 months ago, a bat company came in and did some R&D, got some video up, and I took that video down because I'm not part of Senior Softball Bat Reviews anymore. And I work for another company, so I cannot promote any other company. That you guys have asked me, why did you take everything down? Because I don't do that anymore. I work for Short Porch. So it's going to be strictly just Short Porch from here on out. To my surprise, I haven't lost a lot of viewers on YouTube. There has been a drop, but not as big. I thought it was going to be 1,000 people that actually got off on my YouTube channel, and it hasn't been. It's probably been around 100 out of that. So I'm grateful for that, and guys are sticking around. But I do offer a lot more on that YouTube channel though too. So the few things that I am going on, and I'm kind of rambling here before a lot of people actually get up here. I'm going to have to mess around with this for the next couple of days on this app, because when I first started it, I got the count. The count was up here on the left-hand side, and I can see how many people are on YouTube and how many people are on Facebook. I get a lot of people replying now, which actually helps me out, but I cannot see the count on how many people I have going here, and I like seeing that. On my Facebook account, basically, I'm trying to build that up, because if you guys remember last year, I had mine deleted for some reason. I have no idea. And they did not tell me, because I put in a request to get it reestablished, and they haven't contacted me back. And that's been 6 months, 8 months ago that happened. And somebody reported me, or I have no idea, because I don't put out bad shit. I'm not political. I don't put out political shit, so I don't trash anybody. So I don't know how that happened. I do know that once I joined Meta in that business account, I started having different shit come up. So I don't do that no more. I'm not part of Meta anymore. Basically just running. I think I've got 2,000 subscribers maybe right now. So I'm trying to build this channel up to where it was before at 5,000, and get a lot more people watching. Somebody was asking last week, you had some feedback on the camera. I do have a fan over here, and when I was listening to the video again, I can hear that. I have a fan over here, so the fan was going. So when I was listening back, I could hear that fan going. YouTube has changed. It's Short Porch right now. On my old YouTube channel, it was Senior Softball Bat Reviews. Now it's YouTube, and I took away all the monetizing stuff, like all the commercials. Those are gone. So everything I put on YouTube channel, actually, it's commercial free from the beginning to the end. And I think that would, because I don't need to have paid advertising on that anymore. So I think that's one of the biggest complaints I had on YouTube is people got tired of clicking off commercials. And I even get tired of it too when I'm watching a long podcast, is clicking off the commercials. And I understand why they do it, because they can make money off that, but I don't need to make money off that YouTube channel. My membership channel has changed. It doesn't have 3 tiers anymore. It actually has 1 tier. It's the lowest tier. So I've moved everything from those top 2 tiers onto that low tier. You can get, pay a membership fee every month, and it's low, $5, $4.95 or something like that, or 99 cents. And you can get on that and get all that other weightlifting and supplements that are on that part of that YouTube channel. Instagram, I'm gonna start doing shorts on Instagram. And just within the last month, I decided to do it. I'm gonna go into something here in a minute, and it's, yeah, that fan is not on. It's getting hot in here. Instagram, I'm gonna start doing shorts on Instagram and TikTok. So I'm gonna do a lot more advertising, and that's, the one thing that I talk to a lot of guys about is about advertising. If you're gonna do any kind of social media stuff, you have to advertise, and you've got to read the room, basically. And a lot of people will understand that you have to read the room. People are not engaging. People not engaging in the pros, the guys that just came off of major league, and there's a few of those guys have done that in the past years, and then start playing softball and just representing a bat or a bat company, and out there just hitting bombs. What I think, and this has been a transition through the last few years, is the majority of people out there playing our sport in senior ball is not those guys. So they're bat, and it's kind of funny, which I do want, and I don't want them to, I want to see more podcasts of getting a lot of these people's, what they think about medium, slow, and fast bat speeds. And I'm kind of listening a little bit to them, because I do kind of jump on a lot of channels out there and I listen to what they have to say. I want to thank Adam. I did watch his podcast last week on YouTube. If you guys can get a hold of YouTube and get on Fat Guy BP, start joining that channel over there. Marcus has another channel out there that the chef has another channel out there that actually is blown up. And I think what has happened was a lot of my guys that actually would watch me have gotten off my channel and went over to those two guys' channels. And I think that's awesome. I want to see more bat review guys out there. I want to see more podcasts out there to get the information out, and information is key, guys. The one thing you have to do, and that I did years ago, is you got to believe in your information, and your movement, is what we call it. Is you got to believe in that, and you got to run with it. You're going to get hammered at the beginning, but later on, you understand that people are starting to jump on board. What I see nowadays, nobody's watching the pros hit anymore, because they know that they can't do that. They know that they can't swing like them, because these are ex-major league players, or they're ex-pro players from back in the day, and they were hitting aluminum bats 450 feet. So now they're going to come over and grab a composite bat that is and I'm not downing those guys. I'm really not. It's just the movement has, they're picking up a composite bats at the senior bat, and they're hitting them 450 feet again in their 50s or late 40s. And what I see now is a lot of the seniors out there are realizing that, nah, okay, that's great advertisement for you, but I'm not going to listen to you. I like to see the bat review guys that are not the pros, because a lot of the AA and a lot of AAA people out there want knowledge. They want to know. They want to understand. That's how come I have such a big platform, because, and most of my guys, if you look at my demographics, it's 55, 60s, and 65s. And next is 70s. And then it goes down to 40s and 45s and 50s. That's it goes down to, because when you do analytics on YouTube, you can find out all this information. Especially if you have a YouTube channel, you can find out even the women. I have 1% women on my YouTube channel. It used to be 9. So now I have 1, and hopefully that will build up after we talk about all these women's bats that are going to be coming out with Short Porch. These softer barrel bats too. And I'll get into that later on, but TikTok is going to be shorts. Instagram is going to be shorts. Rumble, I am getting a channel on Rumble mainly for my podcast that I'm going to have coming out every Wednesday. And like clockwork, guys, I'm going to try to do it on 7:30 Texas time every Wednesday. And I think that's a good time, because my East Coast guys can actually see it. And I think they're an hour in front of me. And then on my West Coast guys, they can actually look at it because it's on their way home from work, I guess, so they can listen to it. Because basically all you have to do is just turn it on. You can listen to it on your way home. So yes, I think what's happening, and I've seen this, is back in the day, you used to have all these posters out of these big softball players, and they'd be having a bat in their hand, and I think what is happening now is people realizing that, hey, that bat doesn't fit my swing, so why would I, with your 100 and something mile an hour bat speed, why would I swing that bat? When mine is like 70, and there is a big difference. A lot of people don't. A lot of the other bat companies, because I've heard them say it, don't believe in the low bat speed. They don't believe in the medium bat speed, the high bat speed, or maybe they just don't want to agree with it because, it's nothing that they actually came up with. So it would be, why are they jumping on board with the movement whenever they didn't start the movement? Short porch started the movement, right? Because they're the ones that came out with the small, medium, and fast bat speed. And I talked Charlie a little bit today, and Murray and all my guys. I told them it's going to take a while, but what you'll understand is, hey, it works for you. What you'll understand too is, because we do have diminishing bat speed, they don't. There's a lot more AA and AAA. When we go to Vegas, go look at the AAA. How many guys you have hitting in AAA? How many teams you have in AAA? Or how many guys you have in AAA? I mean, they pack 15 to 20 guys on a team there, and all of them, are swinging bats that don't fit their swing. I know, guys, I walk in your dugout. I look at your dugout. I see what you got swinging, and I just walk out there shaking my head. Like, okay, I know this whole team does not swing that bat right there, or comparable to that bat, because that bat does not even go close to your swing. I made the mistake last week of telling guys, if I saw your swing, I can get you in a bat. And I started getting, a few guys sending me videos of their swing, and I tried to answer them as much as I could. And I didn't answer a few of them because I got a lot of stuff, and I get that squirrel moment, right? Where, damn, I need to go back and do that. I have a grandson that was born last week, so I've been busy doing that. Matthias David Christensen. He was born a little early, 3 weeks early, and he's a little underweight, but they're getting him up there and a healthy baby. So I'm happy for that. My first grandson. My daughter is up in Vegas, so her husband's in the military at the Air Force Base there, and my wife is there with them. She'll be back in another week and a half, so I can run this podcast as long as I want tonight. I won't get in trouble, but I don't want to keep it long. And again, Rumble, I'm going to expand. And I was talking to some guys, and they're asking me, how do I get this started? If I wanted to be a bat review person, what do I have to do? I said, for one, you have to be bold. You can't lie. And you have to put your ass on the line, because you're going to get criticized for your swing. You're going to get criticized for all this other shit out there, and mainly a lot of the bat manufacturers out there will have trolls, and they will troll you, and they will call you out. I've had it done to me, and you guys have seen it. I've laid it on out there at the line, and don't put up with it. Actually talk back to them up to a point. If they begin to be so bad, you ask them, where is your video? Let's see you hitting. Put your ass on the line and get out there and hit. So you got to have thick skin, for one. Don't bend the knee. That's another thing too. I know they send you free stuff. I know they do, because they did it to me. But when I didn't bend the knee because they were sending me free stuff, I didn't get any free stuff anymore. So you got to have deep pockets. See, and that's so hard with a lot because they have jobs. A lot of these bat review guys have jobs. And I think their wife will get a little mad, or their significant other would get a little mad if they were out spending money on bats that they could not afford. I just so happened to have deep pockets years ago. When I first started, my wife had a very good job with the San Antonio Spurs. So I could afford a lot of those bats. Whenever I was denied after the first time didn't succeed with a bat company, I actually bought all my stuff. So yes, you got to have deep pockets, or have somebody like I tell these bat review people too is, you got to get your viewership up. You got to talk to people. You got to have charisma. You got to be able to, and it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Just talk. And if you have knowledge about something, people will understand that. They will see that, and they will resonate to that. And believe in what you're talking about, because if you don't believe what you're talking about, they're gonna hammer you, man. They're gonna hammer you pretty bad. And don't engage in. This was the hardest part about doing what I first started doing is, Charlie, you kind of jumped in there. The hardest part is not replying to the assholes out there that were actually talking shit. That was the hardest part for me to do, because I'm like, I don't let anybody talk to my guys, for one, or just say stuff. I got to pop back on them. Then I realized that, hey, they're just trolls. They're trying to get underneath your skin. Charlie, look at this, Charlie. I found this when I got home. You're talking about 50-50 cotton. You like cotton shirts? I'm going to send you this. You see this? I'm going to send that one to you. But it's a large. And if you lost 10 pounds, so this ought to fit you, Charlie. I found that when I got home, because I know Clem and Trey didn't pop off and say anything when we were eating breakfast this morning about they had an extra large in their truck. And I guarantee they won't wear that thing, because they got this is a XXX. I know you can't handle that one. But Clem and Trey took the other extra large, and they didn't say anything when you were talking about that's the shirt that you liked this morning when we were having breakfast. Anyway, put your ass on the line, get out there and do it. You'll find out that you'll have a bigger following than you would of the trolls that are out there. And you're actually bonding with a lot of the people out there that want to have that knowledge and talk about what kind of bat. We have a movement here, right? Short Porch has a movement here that we're going in. And we got together and we talked about this, but we think in the future, this is going to be the way seniors start picking bats. Now, U-Trip is going to be different, guys, because a lot of people in U-Trip already have that 90 mile an hour, that 85 mile an hour bat speed. So this is a movement for the seniors, and I think it's going to grow. I think it's going to get bigger. It's already huge, and just hang on, because it's going to get really big in the next couple of years. And every few months, they're going to have different technology coming out. And I'll explain to you about what I'm talking about. Listen to what I'm talking about. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about Short Porch and what they want to do. And I joined this about a month ago. Actually, it was about a little over a month ago. And I joined this company, and they're already wowing me because of the bat that I got in the mail today. And I'll talk about that in a minute. So, on this Facebook page, I have a Short Porch group. I want you guys to go over and join that. It's that Short Porch group. I do put a lot of videos. I don't put a lot of videos on my personal page. I will, but most of my videos go on that Short Porch page. And there's two of them. The Short Porch page that I have, it's under my name for one. It's all capital. And go over there and join that. I do have a senior softball buy, sell, and trade that Patty Albright still manages. And I have 100% confidence in her. She's one of those people that, she doesn't care who I'm with or what I'm doing. And I didn't do with her, but she does Suncoast stuff. So she actually watches that page, make sure there's no scammers on there. What I will say about that page too, it's Senior Softball Buy, Sell, and Trade. We don't run bat raffles on it. I'm not a big believer in bat raffles. I get pissed when everybody tags me in bat raffles, because I've been screwed on a bat raffle. So I'm not a big believer in bat raffles. And it was from a Senior Softball Buy, Sell, and Trade page from someone out there. And I got hammered. Actually, people were coming to my defense and go, well, he put the number down there first, because I called my number and I put my number down and they gave it to someone else. Anyway, and then they gave my money back saying, okay, you don't need the bat anyway. But I don't care at this point. I just don't do it, and I don't want to do it. But you have to answer the questions. If you want to join that channel, it is a private channel. You have to answer the questions in that channel, because there is a ton of scammers out there, guys. I mean, a ton. I get a lot of people message me on the side going, do you know this guy? He's part of your friend. And I actually just got to stop what I'm doing, do research on that guy, and then message him back. I said, okay, he's good to go, on that buy, sell, and trade channel. And that's just something that I know since I have the channel I have to do. Compression testing after we hit. That's another thing too I talked about earlier. Compression testing after we hit. We're going to start doing it every week now. I will run compression testing either after we hit, because guys, the guys who were there today, that took a long time to us to do compression testing, and then Clem. And then again, I got hammered because Clem was pointing sorry Clem, but you're pointing the camera down at the tailgate. So everybody going, nice tailgate. Now my tailgate's dirty. I mean, it's a work truck. So my tailgate's dirty, and everybody's going, nice tailgate, because Clem didn't have the camera up. He would put it up whenever we're doing a compression testing, but that was it. And I did a lot of bat stay. So it's either going to it'd be ran at my house whenever I have a tripod like this thing's on right now, and I'll run it like that. But guarantee I will have a compression testing down. And if you guys listen to when we did that compression testing today, you guys listen, because Trey wanted to know, because he was hitting his bat really good today, and it was getting there, and he wanted to see what the numbers were on the compression test. Murray too wanted to see what his numbers were on that white wig popper, which he took home, that white wig popper today that we were hitting, which is actually a very good bat. Just takes a little longer to get there than the red one, but it still gets there. And he loved that bat. So he wanted to know the numbers on that bat. And that's the movement. That's when I talk about the movement right here. That's what I talk about. It's the movement where you're going to start matching weight distribution. You're going to start. They're saying Facebook is down. Charlie Mueller said he was watching. Is it up now? Facebook, somebody reply. And why is that down? Guys, bear with me. I'm going to try to get Facebook back up here. Trey, can you hear me now? Hold on, guys.